Hi, my beautiful friends out there. It is so wonderful to be here with you today. My name is Meredith, and I am your evolutionary astrologer. And today I am so excited to bring you this second half of November. I had to do it in two parts because it is chock full, jam-packed, overflowing, and very overwhelmingly packed out with transits that just go every which way but loose. So today we're going to talk about the second half of November and what each sign can expect this month. Join me for this video and let's go dive right in. The first thing that I want to say is we're going to start with November 14th. And November 14th, the sun is sextiling Jupiter, meaning it's in happy aspect. That Scorpio sun absolutely loves Jupiter. Jupiter's like the best friend to have because it brings in optimism and abundance. So we're going to start the 14th off with a happy note, a happy song, a happy tune. This brings in good luck and happiness to you personally, especially if you are a Scorpio or a Cancer or a Capricorn or a Taurus. You're really lucky. You also benefit from this if you are a Virgo or a Pisces. So my earth signs and my water signs absolutely get so much joy. And wherever you do have Scorpio in your chart, or any of those other signs, that Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, right, or Cancer, wherever you have this in your chart, you're going to feel an optimism. For me, it's in my Mercury, it's in my mind. And I have to tell you that my mind is seeing things so much more optimistically now. So this is going to bring good news and happiness. And depending on whether you believe more in fate or free will, you're either going to get positive, you're going to receive good luck, or you're going to attract to you good fortune. And so this is really a great day to celebrate. This is an ideal time for you to reach your goals and implement new strategies to reach those goals because now they're attainable. Others are going to be far more generous with you and hospitable and kind and warm, and friends are going to start to come out and say, I want to be with you. I want to hang out with you. And you're going to see that your opportunities to meet friends and to attract beneficial things to your life has expanded. You're also going to see that you might have an opportunity for long distance education. And also traveling actually might start to open up. If you're not traveling right now because of COVID-19, you might be dreaming up your next trip or putting plans into place for your travels. It's like things are going to take off for you right now. I want to show you the chart. I want to show you how the sun and the moon are together. And this is our new moon day. It's going to happen a little bit later. We'll talk about that in a minute. But look at the sun and Jupiter. It is glorious. Now, the sun is also in sextile to Pluto and to Saturn, which brings hard work, transformation, and abundance. So you might see the world around you hard at work, very intense with that Pluto there. But there's deep soulful transformation. The sun and Pluto, the sun was at 22 degrees on November 13th. So starting on November 13th, we had that sun sextile Pluto, but you're still feeling it today on the 14th. And that brings in deep transformation. That also because it's in positive aspect. So it's deep transformation, and you will see the transformation of the collective too. You'll see a great butterfly, if you will. The caterpillar has turned into the butterfly and now it's flying. It's beautiful. The other great thing about today that I love, and November 14th is one of my favorite days of November. I think it's a good luck day. I think it's a beautiful day. Yeah, I think that it brings a lot of blessings but Mars is direct now. So that stifled energy where we were sort of like kicking and screaming to get our way, right? We were trying to push a boulder uphill. It's almost like we were suffocated. We were trapped in like a closed off corridor, maybe in a coal mine. Remember when the miners, I think it was in South America, I can't remember what country, but were trapped in the coal mine. Was it Brazil? I can't remember. Who remembers that? That was awful. And they brought up the coal miners one at a time. God, I just bawled watching that. It's like we've been trapped in a coal mine saying, help, help, and we couldn't get out. Well, this is the day we get out. So November 14th is beautiful for that new moon in Scorpio, deep transformation, for the sun in exact sextile to Jupiter, our good luck planet. So expect good things, expect deep transformation in your life, accept new beginnings, and accept the fact that you really are and have, and the people around you collectively are and have transformed. It didn't come without hard work. And by the way, there's a lot more hard work because the sun is also creeping up here in just 4 days' time. It's going to be sextiling Saturn, and that's when the hard work will have to take place to create change. This is a huge destiny year, especially if you're a Sagittarius, a Gemini, or a Pisces, or a Virgo. Also, if you're an Aquarius or Leo, or Aries, it's a destiny year for you. So make something great of it. Oh, there's one last thing I have to say about this aspect. When the sun is in sextile to Jupiter, it's like having a charmed life. And if you're born with a positive aspect to Jupiter, it's like you get a little bit of a charmed life, or there's like a silver lining in your life. I call this sort of the Elvis Presley transit, or the Elvis Presley magic. Not that Elvis had a truly charmed life inside. He was actually quite a tormented Capricorn, but there were massive parts of his life that were charmed, and he had this aspect natally. And so there's sort of this ease. You sort of ooze this optimism and wisdom and this charming ability to be a magnetic attractor right now. So take advantage of this. It's a really opportune time to meet somebody of the opposite sex, especially if you have this in harmony in your own chart. And again, that's especially if you are a water sign or an earth sign. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Those signs, just embrace this. And wherever you have those signs in your chart, that's where you're going to ooze this sort of Elvis Presley type of charm. On November 15th, over here, Pacific time, it starts on the 14th, but it goes through the 15th. We're getting our new moon in Scorpio. Dun, dun, dun. What does it mean? It's so exciting. You know, a new moon represents the ending of one cycle and the beginning of the next cycle. And it gives us this invigorating, like, burst, this like fireworks of new energy. And it's an excellent time to start new things. This is a fresh start, turning over a new leaf. This is like the new dawn, the new beginning. And when it's in Scorpio, it's deeply, deeply transformative. So where in your personal life are you trying to change things? Where are you trying to gain more power, right? Because this new moon is exceptionally powerful with it being in Scorpio. And it's like, I want you to think about it being sort of a burst of lightning, because it does sit in opposition it's wide, it's very wide, but it does sit in opposition of Uranus. And so it's like a lightning bolt or fireworks just wanting to pop, pop, pop for you. And it's like, where in your life do you want to have that new beginning? Where in your life do you want to create a new project or a new piece of you or part of you without a whole lot of combative resistance? This is a time where you should really think of your highest, biggest, best, most expansive self, with the assistance of Jupiter there, the assistance of powerful Pluto, and with the assistance of hard-working Saturn. whatever it is you want to create right now, and especially, my God, if you are a Scorpio, whatever it is you want to create, I want you to think it, eat it, breathe it, and become it. I want you to do your new moon manifestation rituals. And if you don't know how to do that, please, please go watch my new moon manifestation ritual video where I teach you step by step on how to manifest anything that it is that you want. Okay? Now, especially on the 14th and 15th, I want you to watch the world, because love will ultimately win with this aspect. We've rounded the corner. We still have COVID like rampant as ever. I told you guys that October was going to be an god-awful month. November is nothing like it. And the closer we get to Thanksgiving, the better it becomes. You're going to see love. You're going to see the transformation of love. You're going to see the transformation of hope, of restoring faith into our communities, because that's what Jupiter does. You're going to see what optimism at the core looks like and how powerful it is in the transformation of souls. You're going to see the loneliest of souls find something to believe in again right around the 14th and 15th with this new moon. Please, please, I pray that you will do your new moon manifestation ritual today. And if you have a Scorpio moon, this is your dynamite day. This is the most powerful day of the year for you. So don't squander it, don't waste it, and give your love away, because love multiplies, it doesn't divide. Now, what kinds of things are you going to manifest for today? Well, both the material and the spiritual. So your self-esteem, your hope, your love, your faith, your confidence is all going to expand right now. It's like your faith in the spiritual, your faith in spirit, your faith in the angels, your communication to crossed over loved ones is going to be so expansive right now. Also, your material world will grow right now. Your income is going to start to expand, and the things that you start under this new moon are going to become successful. I am so happy for you and so excited for you. Leave me a comment below and let me know, what are you going to manifest? What are you going to create under this new moon in this next chapter? I want to know. This day is so lucky. I have to talk about it a little bit more. Why? Because we have waited long and hard for a good day like this. And I pray so much that it does turn out to be a glorious good day. Because this is a day when, even if you are facing hardships and obstacles, even if you have lost your house in a fire, or somebody you've loved has passed away or crossed over, or you've lost an animal, or you've run out of money, or you've had a terrible breakup, whatever your personal setback is, this is a time where the goodwill of others and generosity and silver linings will find you. This is a day when you will be sprinkled literally with fairy dust. And there's going to be both spiritual and material growth in your business, in your world, and in your life. You are going to learn more. You're going to have opportunities that you didn't even know were possible. You're going to see the magic in the world again for the first time in a long time. And life is going to start looking so much sweeter and so much better for you and for the strangers around you. You're going to see that we're going to receive better news, hope, optimism, and prosperity at the individual and the collective level. So this is our happiest day of the year. I hope it's really true. And just remember, these transits exist 10 days prior and 10 days after. So if it's not right bingo on the money on the 14th, 15th with the new moon, 10 days before, 10 days after. With this new moon in harmony to Pluto, this gives you an ability, a stamina, and a strength to really take on the world, take on your personal goals, take on your challenges, fight the good fight. And there's an intense desire and motivation to succeed. It's almost like you're laser-like focused, and you've got the grit, the tenacity, the ferocity, and the determination to really make your hopes and dreams and wishes come true. This is a time to literally eliminate the things that do not serve you, the things that are toxic and poisonous in your life. This is a great time to stop putting vices into your body, whatever they may be. This is a time when you can let go of your worst habits. This is a time when you can glean and gain an entire new psychological, emotional, and even sociological perspective in life. This is when new truths can find you. And it's really lovely. That's how we start the process of transformation. Let's keep going. I can't wait to show you the rest of the month. And by the way, thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. If you're a subscriber, thank you. I hope that you love all the videos that I do. And if you haven't seen them, please go watch them right here on my YouTube channel, Soul Navigation. Thank you for being here. And also, help me get to 40,000 subscribers. That's my goal for January 2020. So the 15th through the 18th has an undercurrent of Venus squaring Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn. And I can talk about them individually, but I'm just going to tell it to you this way. That Venus squaring Pluto can, this whole thing with Venus squaring these three planets can really change your love life. It can bring in a great deal of change. Now, a couple of things can happen. You can meet somebody that just brings you intense soulful passion. And you have to be careful though, because you can really attract possessive lovers with Pluto. With Jupiter, you can sort of buy into someone's BS charm, if you will, and you can get duped. Like if it seems like it's too good to be true, it probably is. Make sure that the person that you have a new crush on isn't actually hiding their husband or wife in the basement of their house, right? So, and then with Saturn there, we can actually feel a little bit depressed, like love isn't going to come, love isn't going to happen. But if you use the new moon from the days before, don't listen to that. Don't believe that. That's just PTSD from the past. And so I just want you to date with your eyes wide open. This is also a time when you can feel kind of lonely in a relationship that you already have. What I want to say right now is just give it space, let it go, just sort of create a little bit of space right now, because that Pluto aspect and that Saturn aspect can have you working harder than you should in a relationship that doesn't really give back to you, or it can have you get insanely jealous, even over nothing. So I would rather you get passionate and busy in your own life and create a little bit of space right now, the 15th through the 18th, especially of November, than get all wonky, depressed and needy and clingy and glommy, or buying into the BS somebody is feeding you, spoon feeding you, right? Or getting really jealous over nothing. I don't want you to waste those negative emotions. But if you have a really solid relationship right now, you're going to be able to withstand any like negative little undercurrents or annoyances. The dynamic in your relationship, if it's strong, will just feel this kind of maybe like a speed bump. And I say just flow and remember, love wins. Also, this is a phenomenal time for you guys to get a reading with one of the people on Team Soul Navigation. I have the most beautiful readers, and if you don't know who to choose, just leave me a comment below or send me an email to soulnavigation1111@gmail.com. Tell me a tiny bit about your situation, and I'll help you pick the very best reader for you. But they are so gifted and so talented. I can't wait for you to meet my new team of readers. Of course, you can always get a reading with me, but I have a waiting list and it's kind of long. So just go to Soul Navigation scorpionewoman.com, and you can pick one of your readers. You'll see my calendar is pretty full through December, but you can get on one of my new readers calendars a lot quicker, and we have introductory rates until December 31st. So go check them out. This aspect in the world at large collectively is going to show up as some people will feel fearful and will become oppressors and suppressors and repressors. And you may even be subjected to some real cruelty by strangers. You may see cruelty. You may hear Saturnian dogmatic language that is bullish and mean and is intended to squash love, that is intended to squash a whole value system. So I want you to raise your vibration up and don't go into those corners of the world. Stay on the channel, stay on the track that feeds your soul. Don't go into the riffraff. Don't go into the negative pockets of life, because they are there, they are intense, they are brewing and stewing. And when you've got the sun squaring Saturn and the sun squaring Pluto, you are going to see deaths, probably COVID, but you're going to see deaths, and you are in the collective still. So COVID is still pretty large. I want you still to be careful and precautious. It is a real thing, I promise you. And also, you're going to feel a little bit at times insecure right now, and you're going to see insecurity in the world. You're also going to see intense jealousy and rage with Pluto, very destructive and intense rage. Now, I love Jupiter there, and I want to focus on the abundance and the luck and the love and the joy that is expressed with Jupiter's placement right now. So that's what I'm going to focus on. So with that Jupiter transit, you can over idealize something, and this is a great time to make new friends, but you have to be a little bit cautious that your judgment is not impaired, and that you're not being suckered or drinking the Kool-Aid. And you could actually sort of fall into overindulgence. So this isn't a time right now to drink excessively or do recreational drugs excessively, because you might not be able to see where the edge is or where the cliff is. You might really misgauge. You might feel more empowered than you really should. And you might be in such a jovial, euphoric, good place that you miss the target altogether. And you could create accidents with this through overdoing it, overindulging. You could also at this time really overspend. So this is a bad time to gamble, to be honest with you. Don't gamble right at this moment. Just wait a little bit. Also, I want to tell you that you might have a tendency to spend money that you don't really have. Maybe you're thinking of Christmas, but if money is tight, just create a different kind of gift. Don't feel like you have to spend wildly. This is a time to be frugal. So on November 17th, I have to tell you, take a chill pill. Do anything you can to resist this transit. This is where Mercury is in opposition to Uranus, okay? So Mercury in Scorpio is opposing Uranus in Taurus. And so this is when your mind is going to work at a frenetic pace, and you're going to have too many things coming at you. There's a possibility of total unexpected, out of the blue changes, and you may have increased tension, anxiety. Your stress level might be really, really high right now. This is a really bad time to sign on the dotted line for a big deal if you have to. Just because you're not able to, or you don't have the ability to slow down enough to really read the fine print. Now, if you are in a position where you're capable of doing the methodical and thorough checks and balances in your life, go for it. But I have a feeling that you're going to bite off more than you can chew on this day, and that this day is going to get overloaded for you. There's going to be just a mass amount of information coming at you, and it's going to be really hard to just stay calm and centered and peaceful. But I also want you to know that a new discovery could be made today, and we may even get wind of a vaccination on this day. I would be a little bit hesitant to totally go there with this particular vaccination. I'd let it become tried and true for a little while. This is a highly innovative day, really innovative day. So you might discover something new, or something new may be discovered. There might be like a new flash of brilliance, or unexpected news comes our way. We might have news that is shell shocking happen. We might hear about gossip and then find out that it's true. And because Scorpio is really about the truth, and Scorpio is the detective. And so we might hear shell shocking news that we don't really want to hear. And it might be a little bit uncomfortable. And that might happen in your own life. You might reveal a secret about, you might step into something that's been, kept private. It really might come about right now. But this aspect is very stressful. It's mentally stressful. If you're feeling like you're having a mental breakdown, I feel you. I hear you. So I just want to say to be really slow, methodical, careful, nurturing, loving, and cautious. Now go out and do your world. And remember, I told you that on this day, it's really, really important. I want to say that your plans really could shift and change right now and alter. Don't let it rock your boat. Things can really flip on its head on November 17th. You might be going down one course, realizing that you have to pivot and change. And I find that the people that are most successful in life, they are highly capable of pivoting. And I have found that pivoting is actually one of the traits that creates massive success in people. People can spin on a dime. So when COVID hit, all the companies that could adapt stayed in business, and all the companies that couldn't tanked. So this is a time where we might do an about face. So you might discover something new truths, and new friendships, new socialization, new opportunities to socialize. But with this transit, we have a tendency to argue or resist, and the current wants to take us in a new direction. So have an open mind and realize that things are in flux and things are changing. So I want you to also, if you're booking airline reservations or a trip or making big plans or doing something that requires a lot of details, I want you to double check your work. This is like a massive Mercury in retrograde. That's what this is going to feel like. But I feel like you should just preoccupy yourself with beautiful harmonious music, and anything to bring down the energy and the anxiety and the anxiousness. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you feel like this is resonating with you. And I want to know what new things in your life are being ushered in, and how are you? I read every single comment almost. I try to. I spend a lot of time on my comments, and I just want you to know that your comments are so important to me. They keep me going. Also, I want you to know that I'm doing next Friday the 13th, I'm doing my live stream and chat for my super supporters. So if you're a super supporter, 4 o'clock Pacific time, right here live from Seattle, Washington, we are going to do our live stream, and I'll be answering all your astrology questions. So bring them. Hopefully a lot of my soul navigation team members, my readers, will be there too, so you can ask them questions in the chat as well. And any super supporters that want to join, please do. For everybody who's a subscriber, I believe I am having my live stream for you. It's November 20th. Yay! If you're in the subscriber family that I love and I'm so grateful for, then I'll get to live stream with you and chat with you. Mark your calendar for November 20th at 4 p.m. Pacific time. I pray that works in your time zone. I love that I have an international clientele. I do, but viewership, I should say. And I love having you here. So for non-super supporters, subscribers, your date is November 20th. And my super supporters, your date is Friday the 13th. Both are at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And I can't wait to take all your astrology questions. So leave me a comment below and tell me that you are coming. Tell me. I can't wait to see you. So November 19th is a really significant day. And I say this because it's a hard working day. This is a day when you can, like, you're the Incredible Hulk or Wonder Woman, where you can literally lift up the car with your adrenaline. This is a day when you have so much stamina and so much strength. This is a get stuff done day. This is a day when you really create amazing results. And it's also a day when you're less likely to make mistakes. This is a fantastic day to make a large purchase or an important purchase, because this day is pragmatic and practical. And whatever we step into or manifest or create, or if it's a new business that you're creating or any new thing that you're creating, this day takes us very seriously. This is a day when you could glean respect, more power, more money, more authority in your own life. This is a self-esteem building day. This is a day when it's great to give advice or ask for advice. And it's a great day to anything that you want to undertake, that you are serious about. This is a day when you can turn like hay into gold, for real. The fruits of your labor will pay off today. It's kind of on the serious side, so you might not feel that euphoria or joy, but there's a deep reward in this day. It's like your hard effort has paid off. It's like your diet, you've reached your goal, or you're soon to reach your goal. And this is also a day where you might teach something or become a mentor or an authority to younger people. You can really earn the trust and the respect of other people at this time and in your job. Parents, teachers, bosses, authority, anybody who's above you may pay you homage, especially in your career or in your business. So there's advancement for you on this day. So apply for that new job today. Go on that job interview. Talk to somebody who is in an authority position in your life and say, I want to advance. It will be very good. Now on November 19th, Venus is squaring Saturn. And let's talk about this. So this is going to give you a lot of patience and, again, more like grit and tenacity and wherewithal. This gives you a really strong work ethic. This allows you to, the dreams that you dreamed of, you actually will work those steps to achieve those dreams to death, so much to the point where you will reach the top of the mountain, you will reach your goals, and you may make mistakes along the way, but those mistakes don't overcome you. I was born with this aspect, and a lot of people have asked me, God, did you grow up with having miserly love in your life? No, because Venus love and Saturn, squashes it. No, as a matter of fact, I didn't, but I work very hard in my love relationships, and the people that I love know that. Like I'm very loyal that way. This is a loyalty aspect. So if you are building and growing a relationship right now, or you meet somebody under this transit, the chances are that they will stick with you through thick and thin, and they are very loyal to their word. People born with this aspect have deep, deep loyalty in their soul. And this is also a time when you can really step into your wisdom and share your wisdom. This is a time when older people in your life may need you. You may feel like there's a struggle with your father figure. He may need more love. He may need more time. Please tell me if that's going on with you right now. And I want to say that's going to be especially true. Let's look at the transit. It's going to be especially true if you are a Libra, a Capricorn, an Aries, or a Cancer. So tell me if that is in fact happening in your life, where your father figure may need you a little bit more right now, or if you're just feeling like, I want to bring my dad in closer right now. Right now, with your hard work, there's going to be an advancement in your life. If you put in the sit-ups, you're getting the abs. I love that my friend Katie always said, you get your abs from the refrigerator, not from the mat. So it's like, eat the right food, do the right things right now, because the rewards run so deep. So deep. By the way, if you're not a super supporter, I hope so much. It's my hope that you'll become one, because you'll get to see all of my private videos. And I need to do another one this week for my super supporters. But I did predict the election, and I was accurate and I was correct. We did win the House, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris did win the presidency, as I predicted. I also predicted we would win the Senate, and that's still yet to come. But you'll get to see all of my inside, secrets. And I really do reveal myself in a more like transparent way in my videos. And I appreciate everybody who's a super supporter. I just love you so much. Sometimes you guys move me to tears. Okay, let's keep going. On November 23rd, I absolutely love this day too. I told you November has a lot better days than October, and this is a Monday, but Mercury is in like harmony with Neptune. It's like the angels will come down and sing, oh, I mean, you'll hear Ave Maria from the heavens above, literally. But Neptune is very creative, it's very sensitive, it's your imagination, and it is spirituality. It is literally, I believe, it is the piece of the chart that is also unconditionally angelic. And with Mercury, the communication planet, in harmony with that, it's like you can hear God. You will see God. You will communicate with God. God will communicate with you on this day. Yeah. And I also want to say that, and I want you to look at the chart, but the reason why this is just so profound, I mean, oh my God, it is so out there good. And this is like one of my very favorite aspects, and it is in my favorite signs. So Mercury is in Scorpio. I love Mercury in Scorpio. I have that. That's what makes me so deeply intuitive. And Neptune is exalted in its own sign of Pisces. So this is psychic vitamins for the soul. So if you are remotely intuitive, and if you are a water sign or an earth sign, or if you have your Mercury in a water sign, so if you have your Mercury in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or you have your Neptune there, my God, this is like piercing you through the third eye. So, and it's not that if you're an Aries or a Sag that it doesn't work for you. No, wherever this is in your chart, and we all have this in our chart somewhere, wherever this is in your chart, you will see the angels. You will see your spirit guides. You will receive God's messages. This is so psychic. I can't even begin to tell you. So step into your meditation, step into your prayer, be still, take a hot bath, light a candle, and see, listen, hear, and feel the deep knowing that you will receive on this day. So this is November 23rd. It's a Monday. It's going to happen. It's going to creep up on you 10 days prior and 10 days after. I want you to calm your vibrational energy down low enough where you can actually receive the messages. You have to get out of your hyperactivity. You have to get out of the frenetic anxiety that plagues our world. You have to uncheck yourself from all media. You have to go deep within to receive these messages. They're going to come up here. They're literally going to come up from here. And then they're going to go to your throat chakra. And then they're going to go behind your eyes. And then they're going to come out your crown chakra. It's going to be a knowing that wells up So if you have a premonition or if you have giant dreams on the night before, I really, really want you to pay attention right now, because this is the psychic, and we don't get this very often. We get this a couple times a year, like 4 times a year. So don't squander this day. All of your senses, especially your sixth sense is so heightened right now. And your intuitive hits are going to be really, really accurate. So November 27th, Mercury is in positive aspect to Pluto. That's like having X-ray vision. So your hits are going to be really, really passionate and powerful. But Venus opposes Uranus. And Venus opposing Uranus usually ushers in just an unexpected, boom, change in your love life. So there might be a changing of the guard. If you already have a partner, there might be an unexpected event that creates some tension or upheaval in your life. If collectively for the world, we're going to see a massive, massive change in the expression of love and in the value system of the society in which you live in. Change is coming in. And if you're not dating anyone, just watch somebody unexpectedly flirt with you. Watch somebody just unexpectedly walk up to you and say, wow, I really like that color on you. Just watch. There will be unexpected compliments, and you could be propositioned. You may even be tempted to step into an affair or end an affair. But there might be like cause, or there might be something in the world that creates separation, like unexpected separation. So I do want you to brace yourself from something or someone that you love. But if you're single, this can really bring in like opportunities and choices, and like, you know, that song, It's Raining Men, It's Raining Women. It's like you might need to change your ways on how you meet someone. You might have to be willing to try to date differently if you are single, but this usually ushers in unexpected surprises. And sometimes they're good and sometimes they're bad. So on November 28th, we're going to get clear-minded. It's like we're coming out of a drunk stupor. And because Neptune is going to go direct. So it's like the veil, it's like Neptune has been sleeping and now we are woke. Our world at large is awakened. You're going to see the world has awakened. The world is sober. There is a sobering truth that is clear as a bell that we will see. And also on the 28th, Mercury is in this favorable place for Jupiter. And so we're going to have an expansive vision. We're going to have permission to dream again. We're either feeling that ourselves, or society or COVID is making room for us to plan our futures and dream again. There's a broader outlook. There is optimism. There's positive thinking associated with the world and with your own self. This is a great day to give a speech. This is a great day to stand up in front of the masses and talk. This is a great day for you to communicate, say what you feel, say what you believe. This is a day where you really will feel like you can get your point across in such a powerful and optimistic way. It's a day for you to be an inspiration to others, and it's a day when you may be inspired by others. You may really feel like this is a joyful time. And you're going to get with Mercury in Scorpio, and it's in that beautiful, beautiful aspect to Jupiter in Capricorn. I know that it's sort of opposing the moon, but I still kind of like it because the moon is in great aspect to Jupiter. I think this is going to be an emotionally fulfilling day for a lot of people. And I think this is a day when you can really step into a great amount of self-love and self-confidence, and a day when you can really speak your heart and speak your mind. This is a great time to negotiate a new contract, to negotiate a new salary. This is a great day to plan out a big project or an idea This is a great day for you to plan a trip or actually travel, safe COVID way, of course, but this is another good luck day. Okay, so let's talk about November 29th. So November 29th, the sun is quincunx to Uranus. And so that is a Sagittarius sun, and it is in quincunx, Quincunx. And I want you to Google that if you can, quincunx. And I want you to learn about quincunxes. And I do have one video where I talk about what if you have quincunxes in your relationships. That's a great video to watch, because quincunx aspect means those two signs have nothing in common. Nothing. They have no modalities or elements in common. So in this case, we're talking Sagittarius and Taurus, and those could not be further from the truth. But they bring in nervous and anxious energy and kind of tense energy, but you need that friction. By the way, if you're not in my book club, I talked about this in my last November video. I started a new book club. Come find me over on my Soul Navigation Facebook page and look for Soul Navigation's book club on Facebook. You'll find it there. We're going to read Siddhartha collectively, and I hope you guys have all gotten your books, because I want to read this with you, because I love my channel and I love the people that watch my channel, and I'm so grateful for you. So leave me a message below. Also, we're now going to be drawing on the 15th for you get an opportunity to win a free reading with someone on the Soul Navigation team. So if you want to put your name in the hat, just write "I want to win" and we will put your name in the hat. I hope you win. I can't wait to see who wins. Susie from Team Soul Navigation is going to be doing the drawings. Okay, so let's talk about this quincunx aspect. So the sun in Sagittarius is quincunx to Uranus, and it can make you really feel a little bit restricted in your life. But the reason why I brought up Siddhartha is because we need this kind of tension or drama or friction in our life that builds up to create change. And so I actually really love quincunxes, but I love quincunxes because I love learning new things that have nothing to do with me. Like if you wanted to make me super, super happy, what I would love to do is have you plan a trip for me to go somewhere I've never been, and I've been a lot of places, and take me to a culture and a city that I have never experienced. So for me, that'd probably be Africa, where I would experience a new culture, new music, new food, new surroundings, a new kind of way to sleep, eat, drink, talk, think, and see and explore. That's a quincunx relationship. So my life is nothing probably like a person who lives in Africa. That's probably as far from my imagined life, that I could get. That's a quincunx relationship. But I love that kind of dramatic change and shift and learning and exploring. So this is like completely a time where you will completely have an opportunity to learn something so massively different than you. This is a time when you can create so much radical change in your life. This is when you can, or you may be forced to go into a new way of living that's like 180 degrees different than how you've been experiencing life. So something so massively, massively different wants to enter your life. What's it going to be? Leave me a comment. I can't wait to know. I can't wait to know what incredible thing are you creating that is so massively different, especially if you are a Sagittarius or a Taurus. This is going to be huge. This is also going to be really big if you're a Gemini or a Scorpio too, right? Leo and Aquariuses, this is going to affect you as well. And also Virgo and Pisces. So it's almost the whole zodiac is going to experience this quincunx in some way. But we're going to see the world tipped on its side around this time. And we're going to see that there's like massive, radical change that we haven't seen before happen on the 29th. Sometimes this can be frightening and scary, oftentimes, because change like that, the unknown is very frightening and scary. But I don't want you to miss the opportunity if there's blessings for you inside this little golden nugget of a day too. Try to flow, just try to adapt. So on November 30th, we have the lunar eclipse. So what's really interesting about this lunar eclipse is it happens really early in the morning, and that full moon, the reason why it is an eclipse is because it sits by that nodal axis, it sits right on that axis. So the sun is on the near to the south node, and the moon is near to the north node. And so that creates a fated day or a destined day. And this is a time where there's huge breakthroughs, where you're going to like defy your own limitations. This is a time where you literally break free from the shackles that have held you down. This is a time of grandiose, enormous, massive healing for both the collective world's hearts and souls, and your own. And so this is a time to really release the poison in your life and in our lives. And this is a time when we literally will be turning a new page, and we will be writing a whole new book. This is bigger than a new chapter in life. This is like a new series. This is a whole new series. This is a story that you have not yet written before. This is a story that is still inside that wants to be written. It starts on November 30th, and it transpires over the next 6 months. Saying that, I want to show you this. All you have to do to win this gorgeous, gorgeous Christmas crystal, isn't this beautiful? I showed you guys this in my last video, and it's made by the wonderful and illustrious Dawn Wonder. She has designed all of my crystals. Aren't they just scrumptious? I love them. All you have to do to get your name in the hat for this one, this beautiful thing that I will be sending to you, is just write Dawn's website. And I also want to invite you to go look at her jewelry. It's just exquisite. So if you want to win this, you have to specifically write, because we're doing 2 different contests, www.dawnwonder, D-A-W-N, wonder, WONDER.com. And then I want you to please go over to her website and check out all her amazing, beautiful, beautiful jewelry. She was featured in Vogue magazine, and she's just incredible. But this is the Christmas crystal, and we are giving this beautiful Christmas crystal that is infused with generosity, right? Isn't it beautiful? It didn't quite work with my top today, so I didn't wear it, but I wanted to. But this is going to be yours. And it's also infused with my love, because I have worn it now twice on my videos to show you. Anyways, dawnwonder.com, www.dawnwonder.com. Please say, I want to win, and dawnwonder.com, and we will put your name in the hat. Not everybody wants to win the crystals, so you have to write that. And we're going to do that very, very soon, probably on November 15th. So just know this lunar eclipse is very powerful, and it happens on November 30th. And it's a time when you really are in a healing and a release modality, if you will, where massive destined changes want to find you. The very last aspect that I want to talk about is Mercury in this great aspect to Saturn, because I'm telling you right now, you have the grit, you have the stamina, and you have the fortitude, and you have the power to handle the changes that are going on in your life. You might find it is a very hard time to just settle down and relax, and you might feel like there is just a ton of energy bubbling up inside of you, but you are going to receive more freedom. You are going to receive more spiritual and monetary results, admiration and recognition right now. Your social life is going to expand. Travel wants to come back to you, but it's like the restrictions in your life have been lifted. And when Mercury sextiles Saturn, we may hear some hard to hear good news. We may feel and see that there has been pressure to reform and change for the better. We may have to adapt to our plans. We definitely have to come from our highest best selves to maximize this aspect. We have to be able and willing to go with the flow and create change, to create the changes that we need. We need to really right now harness our highest minds, and we need to come from our highest best selves. So it's like, don't cheat yourself, don't sabotage yourself, don't rob yourself right now. Really and truly, this is a time to step into the wisdom that you have collected over the years and apply it. Why? Because fantastic, big, giant, beautiful results will be born out of the hard work this month. And it's been so my pleasure to be with you here today. I hope you love this video, and I also hope that you'll go back and enjoy all of my other videos on this channel. Please subscribe and help me get to 40,000 subscribers. From my home to yours, I wish you a very blessed and beautiful day. All my love.